All right, so 40 is saying a regression analysis between sales and advertising resulted in the following equation. So what does the above equation imply? Okay, so if we increase $1 in advertising, meaning if we put 1 in our X, what's going to happen to our sales? So let's try to work this out, try to visualize it a little bit. So 30,000 plus, let's say we put 1, right? Okay. So what's going to be our answer? We're going to get 30,004, right? So we just went up 4. Now let's make this 2, right? Let's add another $1 in advertising, so 2. So this is going to be 4 times 2 is 8, right? So 30,008. So again, adding 4. So if we were to do 3, right, add another, add 1 to 2, and so on and so forth, we're going to keep on adding 4, 4, 4. All right, so looking at this, we might say, oh, so D is the answer, right? So every time we increase $1 in advertising, we're going up 4. What you need to do is you need to pay attention to what the units are in the problem. So yes, we are going up 4, but because our Y is in thousands, we have to multiply 4 by 1,000. So because our Y, our answer, this Y, is going to be Y equals, right? Y equals this, Y equals this, is in thousands, we have to multiply this by thousands because our X is in dollars. This is in thousands. So we have to do 4 times 1,000, and that's going to be 4,000. All right. So that means an increase in $1 in advertising is going to be associated with an increase in 4,000 in sales. So the answer here is going to be B. Okay. Now let's look at 41. So 41 says a school's newspaper reported that the proportion of students majoring in business is at least 30%. And they want to know which is the correct hypothesis test. So I said usually you're given the alternative hypothesis. I've said that many times. In this problem, we are actually given the null hypothesis. How can we know that? How is that something that we can spot? Well, the key word here is at least. At least means, so at least 30% is going to mean it includes 30%. It's going to be 30% and more. So if we're including 30, that means it has to be equals, and then 30 or more means greater than. So that means greater than or equal to, right? So at least 30 means it includes 30 and it's more. So that's going to be P is greater than or equal to 30. Our null hypothesis is the one that has equals in it. So this is our null. And that would make our alternative P is less than 0.30. Okay, so that corresponds with the first answer choice here. All right. Let's go to 42. A standard normal distribution is one that has a mean of 0 and variance of 1. This is a definition-based question. If this is something that you may want to remember on the exam, I would just write this on your cheat sheet if this is something that you don't know. So the answer is C. All right, so 43. Regression analysis is a statistical procedure for developing a mathematical equation that it's going to be one dependent and one or more independent variables are related. The answer is going to be C here. And what this is saying is you have one dependent variable. What's a dependent variable? That's your Y. So you can have Y equals one or more independent variables, because you can have an x1 value plus you can have, say, 5x2 plus 7x3. So you can have something like this. So that means one dependent and more than one independent variable, because x is your independent variable. Okay.